Hi, welcome to AC's Inside Out. Are you ready for a chill session? Well, grab a tasty snack, a great drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hello, how's things? How you been? Good to see ya. Okay, so here we are in the build world again. And, oops, wait. Okay, there we go. So we can back up a little bit and take a look. And I've been building on this sort of, I don't know, blocky thing. Not sure I like it, not sure I don't like it. It works pretty well. You can see the lights are on. And it's nighttime out, so you can actually see and hear real well. In the daytime, the two outside lights will go off and the middle light will come on because you don't need quite as much. But you'll notice that all of these are barrels, and you can open all of the barrels, and they are sort of lagged off here in little 5-piece chunks on all the way down here until you get to the end. Each end has got 4, and then there's like 35 of them here and a whole bunch of them on the ceiling. And so what my thought is that we could actually do something like, well, let's see. Let's look at this building blocks one here in the creative mode. You see all those blocks? All those blocks, including the brand new ones that are coming out in 121, will fit in these barrels. So if each, and that's the biggest one. Oops, sorry, hit the wrong button there. The building blocks one is the biggest one. And then if you come in here and all these other blocks, these are the natural blocks, they will all fit in one. And the colored blocks will all fit in one. And the functional blocks will all fit in one. As will the redstone. They'll actually fit in a quarter of one. The tools, the combat stuff, the food, the ingredients. I don't need one for the spawn eggs, and I don't need one for these other hot bars, the operator utilities. Those I don't need a barrel for those. So that's what I thought I could do, and these are built in modules. So you can take the module, put it in Lightnatica, and just plunk them down, you know, like you got 2 here, you could plunk down 2 more, and you could plunk down 2 more and end up with 9 or 10 of these if you want in a world. I don't recommend that. I don't think that's the greatest idea I've come up with, but I think it would work. So that's sort of what I'm thinking about doing, and this was the design for today. Where's the moon? Oh, it's getting ready to go down. Okay. I was looking at something like that to sort of solve this. Even though this does not have any sorters on it, you're going to have to know where stuff is. But if I get one more mod, I can get a mod that I think puts a symbol on this box. So I may have to go check into that a little bit and see if I can't do that. I know you can make them on shulker boxes, so what I may do is see if I can get one that actually puts a symbol on the block. So instead of putting an item frame like we used to do, we used to go in here and grab an item frame and a block and say, okay, so this guy right here is going to be, and see, that would take out my corner ones too, is if I put this sign on that block and then put that block there, I could not do that same thing with this one. Oh, I can. That's interesting. So you open it and it stays on there. But the problem with that is these little guys right here, oops, not that. The item frame, they cause a lot of lag. So when you start putting in hundreds of them into one place, this is going to be a nightmare to try to work in. So that's what I'm thinking, is that, you know, maybe what we need to do is figure out another way. And if a mod will do that and I'll still keep my FPS, that's the biggest part that's a problem right now, is the FPS. So I'm hoping that will solve this problem. But anyway, that's what I'm looking at today. I may do something different, like I may set this one up to have more stuff in it. I'm not sure I like the floor, so I may change that out a little bit. And I may have a center thing that runs down here in these 5 areas that does all the stuff. So like if you go into this one here, you're gonna have a let's see, there's a table and there's a thing, and here's the thing, and here's the thing, and here's one, and here's one, and here's one, and this and that. So you take these things and you set some kind of arrangement so that you've got one of these here, and one there, and one there, and one there, and there, and there. And then you come back and you say, okay, and I need maybe 2 stone cutters, so I'm going to put a couple of stone cutters in here, and then I'm going to need furnaces, so I'm going to put furnaces in here. Or maybe what we want to do is put a box here. So put one of these guys here. That what it does is it leads down to an area where this is a smelter and this is a furnace and this is and goes to a crafting block. They're not in this version, but so the crafting block, which is a new one, it'll go down to the crafting block, and, you know, da-da-da-da-da. So I don't know what I want to do quite yet with this, but that's the idea. The idea is to put stuff down the middle here that I'm going to be using every time when I'm in here, so that I have access to all of those things. The other option is to take part of the lower wall here and make this lower wall into take blast furnaces and make 5 or 10 of these into blast furnaces. Okay, so let's say we take this out. And put blast furnaces there. And then on the other side, we put regular furnaces. Like that, and then we set these up so that there's a place where we drop stuff in. So let's say there. Okay, obviously can't do that. But so we put a barrel in here or something. So we can change what the outside looks like, and we can set this up so that the outside, so that right behind this, out here, there's a run of redstone. Okay? So the outside is going to change a little, and that's okay, I don't care. Alright, so from that point on, there's a little redstone that runs along here, or hoppers that run along here, so that you can set a bunch of crap in here. It'll load all this up, light it up. And so that's what I'm thinking about doing, is actually making a creation center to where all this stuff is available to you. You know, you have a couple of grindstones in here. You have a couple of stone cutters, one at one end, one at the other. You have a couple of anvils in here, you know. You can throw an anvil in here like this on either side, and you've got anvils at your beck and call or whatever. So you can set up it's an entirely set up situation where you have the ability to do all of this in one setup. And that's what I'm looking to do. I don't know that I'm going to get that done, but I'm going to give it a try. So we're gonna spend a little time doing that today probably, and you will be all good to go. And so that's what our theory is for today. And I'm gonna put, chunk this up into a couple of segments. I wanted to show it to you first and get any input that you might have. So make sure that you add a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And any ideas that you might have, and we'll throw them out there and see what we come up with. In the meantime, I want to thank you for your time, and I'll see you next time. I appreciate that you came by to watch. Sadly, our time together is at its end for today. I wanted to leave you with a list of my inspirations. They are very special gamers, and I highly recommend that you drop by and give them some time. If you've enjoyed yourself, hit those subscribe, like, and share buttons to follow my channel. It's free and it helps me to introduce myself to others. Feel free to add comments or questions about what you've seen today in the comment section. And don't forget, kids read this, so be kind. Thanks. See ya.